Very early start this morning for a 6:25 a.m. departure out of Adelaide with Cathay Pacific, going through to Hong Kong, then connecting on to London. It's been a couple of years since I've flown Cathay. Last time I flew them, I really loved their seat, loved their aircraft. However, was left unimpressed and cold by the in-flight service, and the meals weren't that great either. I've heard they've improved, so I'm looking forward to this one to see how Cathay stacks up. That said, a business class flight is always good, so let's go and have a quick cup of coffee in the lounge and then jump on board Cathay. Join me. The Cathay doesn't have its own lounge at Adelaide Airport. It uses the Qantas Domestic Lounge instead. That's before you go through security. Big announcement recently though, Adelaide Airport is finally upgrading all its international departure and arrival facilities, including a brand new lounge on its way, so looking forward to that when that finally happens. That said, one of the best things about this airport is the Qantas Domestic Lounge and the brilliant staff they've got here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we?
Yeah, good. Too early for champagne for me, so here's a bit of cloud juice, a bit of water. Welcome aboard. Here's to a great flight. Cheers.
CX174 one-way flight to Hong Kong. This flight is operated in conjunction with Qatar and Finnair. To our Macro Club members, it's a pleasure to see you again. My name is Raymond, your in-flight service manager. Captain Polback will take us to Hong Kong in 8 hours 26 minutes. We are looking forward to make your journey a pleasant and comfortable one.
Business class on the Cathay Pacific A330 is laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration so that every passenger has direct aisle access. There are two business class cabins. The larger front one has 7 rows and the smaller cabin behind it has just 3 rows. The best seats for couples are those in the middle. Whilst there is a big bulkhead between the seats themselves can slide forward, making communication easier. I really like this design of seat, and Cathay Pacific have had them for a long time. The seat itself is upholstered in a warm cloth fabric and provides good support and comfort. Because the seats are angled away from the aisle, there's a great sense of privacy. The high wraparound walls also help. The seats have heaps of legroom and various storage spaces to put your stuff. All the power sockets and seat controls are within easy reach and are easy to use. As you move the base of the seat forward, you're able to increase the level of recline. The noise cancelling headphones for the entertainment system are housed in this little cabinet with an easy hook to keep them out of your way. There's a hook for your coat, a light for reading, and the armrest can be lowered for easy access. My only criticism of the seat is the tray table. I found it rather small and it can't be adjusted other than to move it back slightly. After takeoff, I enjoyed a nice mug of hot tea. This was soon followed by breakfast. This was a great breakfast with heaps of food, certainly a big improvement on what Cathay was serving up a few years ago. I started with a delicious mixed berry smoothie, followed by fruit, then yogurt and muesli and some bakery. The yogurt in particular was excellent. For the main course, I went with the Western option of scrambled eggs. It hit the spot. The full menus for this flight can be seen right at the end of the video. During breakfast, I entertained myself with a few episodes of the original UK version of The Office. It reminds me a lot of work. Overall, the entertainment system worked well. It was easy to control using the remote or the touch screen, and there were plenty of choices available. This aircraft was not Wi-Fi enabled. The Cathay Pacific amenities kit comes in a nice pouch and is well stocked with Durleak products. Sadly, this is another of those no PJs in business class airlines. Now the early start had got to me and it was time for a nap. As expected, the seat converts into a fully flat bed and a high quality quilt and a pillow are provided. I must say the bed was very comfortable, and for this design of seat, the footroom was pretty good. I slept for about 3 hours straight. When I awoke, it was time to do some work. Eventually it was time for a drink before lunch, which much to my delight was served with warm nuts. Lunch was then served. Again, the quality of this meal was much better than my previous Cathay experience. Lunch started with a delicious smoked salmon entree, some garlic bread and a simple salad. The main course was the highlight though. It was a paella type dish with prawns, barramundi and sausage. I loved it. After this, I used all my willpower to avoid, in the following order, cheese, fruit and Movenpick ice cream. Eventually I cracked though when offered an espresso and some pralines. I must say that the crew on this flight were brilliant, very eager to please and customer focused. Again, another big improvement on my last Cathay experience. Not long after lunch, it was time to start our descent into Hong Kong. We got some great views of the clouds and the city coming in. I thought this was an excellent flight. All of the elements, the seat, the crew and the meals were faultless. I can honestly say that I was impressed and I look forward to flying Cathay Pacific again. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate the time you've given me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't yet, please check out my channel and subscribe. Now stick around to see the menus, and as always, happy travels.